Hey guys, welcome to Couponing with Blair. I wanted to do a matchup video for this upcoming week starting January 1st and going through the 7th. I wanted to just warn you this is probably going to be a little bit of a long video, but there are a lot of good deals this week, and so I wanted to make sure that everybody understood them. So I'm going to be going back and forth between a Microsoft Word document that I broke everything down on. Don't panic if you can't write everything down in time. It will also be, the breakdown will also be in the information section of the video. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to say is that if you aren't already a member of CVS's Beauty Rewards, you definitely need to do that. I think you can still sign up on the app, but you can also go online to cvs.com and sign up. So every $50 that you spend, you will also get $5 back in extra care bucks. So anything that revolves around beauty. So makeup, hair products, skincare, all of that stuff qualifies. And so it's pretty awesome. Normally you have to wait 48 hours to get your beauty bucks, but totally worth the wait. So let's just move on to the first deal. Okay, so you'll see that we have an awesome PG&E deal. Now, I want to warn you, you can only use 4 like PG&E coupons at a time. It's a limit on the coupon, so make sure when you're planning your hauls, you're keeping that in mind. Now, I have 2 scenarios here for you. One would be the Tide and the Gain. So the Tide and the Gain are going to be $5.34 each. In the PG&E that's coming out on the 1st, you're going to get a 2-off-1 Tide. Now, I'm in the Pennsylvania area. For some reason, we never get these, and we only get the, it'll say that it should be there, but it's not. Well, anyway, if you get these coupons, this is a good deal for you. If you buy 3 Tide and 3 Gain, you're going to spend $20.04, and you're going to get $10 back in extra care bucks. That makes those $1.67 a piece, so that's a really good deal for those. Also, another deal that you can do this week with this is the Pantene and the Crest. So if you buy 6 Pantene at $4 each, and you also buy 3 Crest at $3 each, let's see, $2.99. You can see down here at $2.99. If you use 2 5-off-3s, so that's going to be in the paper this week. Also, you're going to get 2 off 3 at the redbox for the Pantene. So that is going. Oh, and if you also have a 3 off 15 hair care, let's see. Go back to this so I can actually show you guys the breakdown. Okay, so Pantene and Crest, buy 6 Pantene at $4 each. I apologize, that should say 3. You're going to use 2 5-off-3 MQs, 3 2-off-1 MQs for the Crest, 1 2-off-3 at redbox, and then if you have a 3 off 15 hair care, so again, not everyone gets these certs or CVS coupons, but some of you do. So if you have that, you're going to pay $8.97 and get back $10 in ECBs. So that's going to be a $1.03 moneymaker for you. Now, if you don't have the 3 off 15 CVS coupon, you're still going to pay $11.97 and get back 10 ECBs. So that's $1.97 for 6 Pantenes and 3 Crests. So that's a really good deal still. All right, let's go back. So this Wooder deal up here, I love a good Wooder deal. And these are $2.44 a piece, and then you're going to get back $5 in rewards. That is, in my opinion, awesome. So I actually thought about it and was like, this might be a good curbside deal. If you can find a curbside code, you might want to look into that. It actually, it might be an even better deal if you can get like a 15 off 20 or a 10 off 20 deal to go along with it. But anyway, without doing curbside, if you buy 7 at $2.44, that's $17.08, and then you get back 5 extra care bucks. So that brings it down to 8 cents a bottle. So that's a really good deal if you wanted to check that out. Okay, so moving on, the candy is on sale this week for 99 cents. You buy 1, you get 75 cents back in extra care bucks. Now, if you buy the Snickers crisper, there is a rebate on Ibotta for $0.25, making that completely free. Over here, I didn't think this was that great of a deal. The one-off, the Campbell's is $1 and it's 50 cents for one can. I wasn't, too excited about that, but that's something that, it's a deal going on this week. The honey bunches of oats, I had kind of a theory for this. They're $1.99 each, and I had let's see if you can see this without being blurry, a cert. Very good. Cert for 1 off 2 boxes of any breakfast cereal, 8 ounces or more. I also found a 1 off 2 IP if you buy 2, and there is a 75-cent back on Ibotta, but it has to be the strawberry flavor. So if you can find the strawberry flavor, you're looking at paying 62 cents each, which is a pretty good price. What else do we got here? 5 off 15 if you buy any of these CVS health products. And now I was thinking about it, the Woodard deal, instead of buying 7 Wooders, you might be able to buy 6 and then use for the last dollar or whatever to make sure that it adds up to 20. You might be able to use one of the dollar nut IPs and get one of those for free, and then use that towards it, and it might bring your op down a little bit. Also, don't forget on cvs.com/coupons, pretty much every week there's free dollar popcorn to be had and free little baggies of nuts because there's CVS IPs on there. Make sure you keep scrolling. It's going to look just like coupons.com, but sporadically in there you'll find some CVS IPs, so definitely keep an eye out on those. Let's see what else we got going on here. Nothing really too shocking here. The Nivea. Okay, so Nivea is going to be a good deal this week. It is buy 2, get $5 in extra care box. So normally the men's is actually cheaper, and so normally they're about $5.99. There's a 3 off 2 IP. There's also going to be, I think that's NLA now, but there is going to be a $3 off 2 coupon in the paper that's coming out this Sunday. So if you buy 2 of those and then you have a 3 off 10 body wash and bar soap cert, then you're going to pay $5.98 and get back 5 ecbs. If you don't have that coupon, you're going to pay $8.98 and get back 5 ecbs. So either way, to be honest with you, it's still a good deal for Nivea. Nivea can run kind of expensive. So let me just run back here. So there's your honey bunches of oats breakdown. Oh, I forgot to mention green tea is 4 for $2. That's actually a good deal if you drink that, but no coupons, no nothing, just a good deal. And then here's the Nivea Men's. So if you have that 3 off 10 cert, you're going to pay about 50 cents a piece for each body wash, but if you don't, like I said, add $3 to that, and that's kind of what you're going to pay. So the next deal that I wanted to talk to you about was the Tresemme. Let's see, well, I guess before we go to that, spend 15 off 5 on Almay. As always, check your certs. You might have a good one. Like the other day, I had 4 off 1 Almay product, and I also had 3 off 15 makeup. So if you have both of those, that might be a good deal for you, worthy of checking out. Also, the Physicians Formula, spend 15, get 5. I normally like to do Physicians Formula when I'm only putting out $2 or $3, but if that's a brand you love, then definitely check that out. So the Tresemme, we are getting out in the paper this week a buy one get one free coupon. Pretty pumped about that. So if you use 2 buy one get one frees and you buy 4 Tresemmes, you're going to pay $8 and get $5 in extra care bucks back. So that's a pretty good deal. That brings it down to 75 cents each. My mom loves Tresemme, so I plan on stocking up for her. The next deal is the Loreal, like you can see right there. It's 2 for $8 with your card. So that's $4 a piece. There's also a coupon for 4 off 2 that's coming out in this week's paper. A lot of these coupons are coming out this week. So on the first, make sure you buy a couple papers, because this week, out of all weeks, it's going to be worth it. There's going to be 5 inserts. If there was any a week to buy a paper, this is it. So anyway, they're 2 for $8. You're going to pay $4 at the register after using your 4 of 2 MQ, and then you're going to get $2 back. So that's going to bring them down to $1 a piece. So that's a pretty good deal. The Nexus. So the Nexus is spend 10, get 20. Most of the time they're like $14.99 a piece. Sometimes you can find a Nexus for like $10.49. I love these shampoos. They work. I like to dye my hair, and they are fabulous. However, I never buy them because they're ridiculously expensive. However, if you get your CVS emails that come out every Thursday with the percentage off coupons, this might be a good deal for you, especially if you have a cert to match it up with, or maybe a coupon from a tear pad. Couple years ago, I had a 25% off coupon, and I also had a buy one get one free Nexus, and I waited around for this spend 20 get 10 back, and it actually ended up being free for me. So definitely make sure this is a good one to match up with your percentage off coupons and your certs if you have them. Okay, Colgate mouthwash. Let me see. Colgate mouthwash is $3.99 a piece. The limit is 2, buy one, get 2 ecbs. So I came up with a scenario for this. Now, for Colgate, if you go to Colgate.com, they always have coupons that you can print off there. And so there's a 75-cent off one mouthwash coupon on Colgate.com. So if you print 2 of those, and if you have a 2 off 2 mouthwash cert, as well as a 2 off 6 any mouthwash cert, then you're going to pay $2.48 and get $4 in ECBs back. So that's a $1.52 moneymaker. Now, that scenario is only if you have those CVS coupons, and like I said, not everybody's going to have them. So there's your Tresemme, Loreal, Nexus. Okay, Colgate mouthwash. $3.99 a piece, get 2 ECB limit 2. So use 2.75 off 1 Colgate. Use 1 2 off 2 Colgate mouthwash cert if you have it. Use 1 2 off 6 mouthwash cert if you have it. Pay $2.48 and get 4 ECBs. Now, even if you only have one of those coupons, it's still a really good deal. Definitely make sure you check that out. So I skipped the Crest, so let's go check that out. Okay, so Crest is right here. It's $4.99. You buy one, you get $2 back in extra care bucks. So this isn't that great of a deal, but if you have, there's a $1.50 coupon coming out in the paper. And if you have that, that $1.50, you can use that, or you can use, there was a 2 off 1 IP that I think is NLA now, but their expiration date lasted a while, so I think they're still valid. You would pay $2 and get back, you would pay $2.99 and get back $2 in extra care bucks, making that $1. That's a pretty good deal. If you have the $1.50 off coupon, then you would end up paying $1.50. I wasn't too impressed with a lot of the razor deals. That's why I just didn't, I didn't kind of break those down, but, it's fuzzy. But you could get the one $7.99, and then you can, with a $2 off coupon that's coming out in the paper, so you're going to pay $5.99 to get 3 back, so you're going to pay $2.99 for it. Let's see, what do we got going on next? Nothing really here. Here you go. There's a Tide. I wasn't too interested in this because it's still a little too expensive for me. But if you are pumped about Tide Pods, or the Gain Pods, they're $4.94 and there's a $2 off coupon, so they'd be around $3 for the bag. I normally don't like to spend more than $2 on those, so I'm not going to be hunting that deal this week. But if that's your jam, go for it. Okay. The Boost. So I'm kind of pumped about the Boost this week. The Boost is $6.99 each, and if you go on coupons.com, there's a 3 off 1 IP that you can print. If you buy 4 of these, you print 4 3 off 1 IPs. pay $15.96 and get 10 extra care bucks back. So that's going to be $1.49 each. Also, make sure you check your certs. I know I've got a lot of coupons off for Ensure, and I think I actually have a couple for Boost. I just haven't looked yet. That are like $2 off if you buy two. And so those are going to bring down my op. So make sure you definitely check out what you have. Alright, so the Opti Free and the Clean Clear, these are great. This is a great deal. Okay, so they're $9.49 a piece. There's a $5 off coupon in the paper. You buy one and you get $3 in extra care bucks back. If you have the 2 off 1 cert for any eye care solution, then this is going to actually be free for you. So let's just take a minute and go over here. So we talked about the Crest and the Colgate, the Boost, and the Opti-Free. So don't feel like you have to hurry up and write these down as fast as you can. If you're missing them, don't worry about it. It's going to be in the information section of the video. That way you guys have them and you don't have to worry about writing so fast. Okay. So next thing I wanted to talk about, these deals weren't speaking to me. Sorry guys, I'm trying to go through this pretty quickly. Nothing really too super exciting here. $10 in Radiance. If you were absolutely looking for Centrum, there is a $4 off coupon. Definitely cut that and keep it. This isn't like the best deal in the entire world, but that's definitely one that I would keep in your binder, because a lot of times, especially if you also shop at places like ShopRite, they'll have a 4 off 1 digital 2 that you can combine that with, and it's a good deal. So definitely keep those. Did I miss it? Here we go. Buy one, get one 50% off. Plus, if you spend $30, you get 10 back. The 1-a-day vitamins. This is a really good deal. So they're going to be $7.99. You're gonna buy 6, and so 3 of them are going to be $7.99, and the other 3 are going to be $4. You're going to use 6 4 off 1 MQs and a 2 off 10 cert if you have it for vitamins, and this is going to make them a money maker. You're going to pay $9.97 and get back 10 extra care bucks. So I mean, it's only a money maker of 3 cents, so it's not that exciting, but it's still a really good deal. Now, even if you don't have the 2 off 10 cert for vitamins, you're still going to pay $1.97 for 6 things of 1-a-day vitamins. If I can get them for that, $1.97 or free, I like to grab them and donate them if I don't know anyone that can use them. They're a great donation item. And we're coming to a close here. Let's see. Okay. The Colgate deal, like this week they had these 2 deals as like, the hot deal. I didn't really, wasn't exactly thrilled about them, but so Colgate, you're going to spend $2.99. There's a $1.50 off cert that everyone's going to get this week. And there's also a 75-cent off coupon on Colgate.com. Or you can use the 50-cent off that's going to be in the paper this week. So you can get this Colgate for as low as 74 cents. I wasn't super pumped about that. I normally don't pay more than a quarter for toothpaste, but if that's something that you wanted to do, there is a deal there. Also, the soft soap is on sale for $1.88, and then there's a $1 off coupon at the redbox that everyone's going to get, the CRT, so you'll pay $1 for the soft soap. I mean, it's the 7.5 ounce, so I wasn't really super pumped about it, but a deal's a deal. And lastly, this is probably my favorite CVS deal. I love Awe and I love Snuggle. So these are $3 each, and so if you spend $20, you're going to get $5 in extra care bucks. So there's also a 2 off 2 coming out in the paper. So if you buy 8, that's going to come to $24. You're going to use 4 2 off 2 coupons that are going to come out in the paper. Also, you're going to get 50 cents back on Saving Star if you buy All, and another 50 cents back if you buy Snuggle. So definitely mix and match. Make sure you get both of those rebates. So you're going to earn $5 in extra care bucks after that. So you're basically paying $1.25 each. Let's see, go back here, boost, Opti-Free, breakdown, one a day, soft soap, and the snuggle breakdown. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for bearing with me through that breakdown. Please leave all your questions and comments below. I love them, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.